Hello, everybody. I'm back. I'm super laughing because I was testing my mic with some very dirty words, and it came out fabulously, basically. So this is Moxie Daily, Moxie Day 39, I think, maybe 40. If it's 40, it's going to be a celebration. We are going to get to 50 soon. And I just want to do a quick check of what interesting happened this week in Moxie, because I'm not doing these daily anymore, and I try to do it at least twice a week. And let's see what's happening in the Moxie world. So let me start with the auctions and the situation there. So the situation on fan auction side is, this is a bomb coming off. Don't worry about it. We continue. So the situation is there is around 30-ish, somewhere between 20-30 auctions running right now. We are off, from that like 120, 150 auctions at the same time when Airstack team changed the rules that everybody who earned more than 100,000 needs to have an auction of their token or they will stop earning. And there are basically 3 upcoming auctions. So it's pretty easy to follow right now these days. No big stress. You probably see some friendly names which So, I recently bid on N Tower because he is an old-time consultant promoting blockchain for many years around Germany. And he recommended me some wonderful podcasts. So, that should happen. And maybe I'll bid on some more people. I'm sort of Moxie short. So I just wanted to tell you that, auctions are still running. And it's not the overwhelming amount as before. So you can actually easily click through this in a frame on Farcaster without any problems. Let's see what happened. So the biggest news is obviously Ether and other AI bots, sort of like semi-sentient friends, entered the scene. You definitely heard about Luna from Virtuals. Or Ethernet from higher community. I also gifted my fan tokens to Ethernet. I think I did here because you never know. Maybe they will take over the world, and you need to be nice to them. BetaShop did the same, and I'm sure some other people too. So it could be fun to see what he's going to do with them, whether it's going to sell, hold, or whatever. Let's see what Martin will make it do. Then I wanted to, bring your attention to the contribution frame, which I think is pretty cool. Basically, who is the biggest contributor to your Moxie earnings? Pretty cool. Mostly it will be if you are interacting in, Success Channel or Big Energy. These are mostly going to be the big guys. I didn't know that Mr. Vague has almost 1,000 FAR score of 1,000. That's impressive. It felt like he is quiet recently, but apparently, mega well. Anyway, and you definitely heard about Moxie Heroes. I am curious to see what's coming up next week. This week there were 30 heroes selected by the algorithm and sort of adjusted by a stack team. The whole deal was double the allowance, double the FAR score, so they could give more. Given the fact that they are mostly people with very high FAR scores, it was pretty okay, I guess. But as we are going to circle through, every week is going to be a different group. From next week is going to be not 30, but 50 people, which is wonderful. 30 selected by Algo, 10 nominated by your community under some BetaShop tasks, casts. I think, probably he will cast every week and you will just nominate someone. And 10 will be nominated by the outgoing heroes. So those who were heroes and now are leaving. And I would say the most positive change is not the number of heroes. It's kind of who cares. It can be any number. It's basically arbitrary, and it can be 100, it can be 1,000, it can be 20, depending on the size of Farcaster community. I would say pretty much, and Moxie community. But the important part is that the Airstack team will adjust the FAR scores of people who are Moxie heroes, so they would actually have like a Moxie superpower. So you don't have to have a FAR score of 100 or 50 or whatever that is. You will be given that FAR score, because if your FAR score is like mine, somewhere around 20s or 30s, double is 60. Compare it to Wake, which we just saw with 1,000 almost, or Maretus, or Big Energy, which are like 500, 600. So are you really a hero with your 50? I don't know. Kind of depends, but I would say you are not. So if the heroes are supposed to be fun, you need to get a higher FAR score to have more fun, and also to feel a little bit of the obligation to actually go and use it, right? So heroes are coming, and I'm super excited. And this week was a little drama also around Moxie Retro Grants. I would just say everybody wants to be a finalist. I want to be a finalist. You want to be a finalist. Everybody does. We all did something for Moxie. Otherwise, we wouldn't be talking about it, and you would be looking at this video. But eventually, it was decided by a group of people. Every submission received number of evaluations. 3, I think, is like a fair number. Take it as a community game. This is not something you're gonna live off. Unfortunately, not yet, I guess. And take it with grace. You may not be a finalist. You may be semi-finalist. I think I am semi-finalist. I think, yeah, here. You may be a runner-up, and we still get something. So you can go and buy more fan tokens. You can totally exchange it, Moxie, into some upcoming Luna or virtual AI agents meme coins. You can basically do whatever you want. It's an extra token to spend, and we are still having fun, and that should be the most important part. So let's have fun, and let's not be bitter about the fact that someone has more money or is receiving bigger grant, because that kind of spoils the game for everybody. So just my take on it. I like this frame, but we are sort of running out of time on this one. So let me just remind you that auctions are still running. Ether is alive, and you can check who is the biggest contributor to your things, to your bags, Moxie bags. And let's see who are the new Moxie heroes. Who are the new 50 fanboys and girls we need to interact with to get some more fun, and to help them find good content, interesting art, interesting takes. And if you haven't seen my video and chat with Lee from Moxie Scout, you should definitely check it out, because he was saying things which make total sense. Like, it being a Moxie hero actually enticed him to spend even more time on Farcaster and be more thoughtful about the interactions, and as well as like discover new people, new channels. So it works both ways. It's not just for you to receive something from the heroes, but for them also to discover new people and have more fun on Farcaster going forward. That's it, guys. I'll see you next week with the new group of Moxie heroes.